Thank you. Allow me to say good evening. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to be with you last year, but duty called, but I'm thrilled I was asked back. It's an honor to honor so many fine journalists who remind us while we all got in this crazy business. And let me just say to all of you, you look great without your flak vests. It's a good look. It's a good look. Stick with it. We're going to continue our awards now. In broadcasting, the Lowell Thomas Award for Radio News has been won by an NPR team led by Lourdes Garcia Navarro, better known as Lulu. Getting to the story in Libya was a story unto itself, but once there, NPR's reporting from Gadhafi's Tripoli compound and the notorious Abu Selim prison was pitch perfect in the view of the judges. And here's Lulu.
This is my producer, J.J. Sutherland, and there are other ones of us who participate in this award tonight. So the Arab Spring. It's January 25th, if you'll put your minds back, and it's the beginning of the uprising in Egypt. And forget what it meant to the world at large, forget what it might have meant to the Egyptians or to Hosni Mubarak sitting in his palace. We, the journalists of the Middle East, who had covered it for so many years, were profoundly grateful. Finally, we thought there was a good news story in our patch, and there had been a dearth of that for a long time. And as this story unfolded, first in Tunisia, then Egypt, and then Libya, I remember crossing into Libya. I was one of the first journalists to do that, and going into a country where for the first time people were able to speak their minds freely, to have the confidence to say what they felt in their hearts, was an extraordinary thing. To be able to record that for posterity was one of the most powerful moments that I've had as a journalist. And it was a year filled with exhilaration, but as often happens, specifically in the Middle East, but I think all over the world, those stories that we think somehow have crested and are good news stories, as we've seen not only in Libya, but now in Syria, turn into something far different. And I think one of the things that I'd like to leave you all tonight with is the idea that we win these awards. Many people have lost their lives. Many of those people have been mentioned here tonight. But the stories don't end. They don't end at the end of a year. They don't end at the end of a news cycle. We are still seeing history unfolding in a region that is so important to all of us. And so I look forward to many, many more months of coverage from many of the news organizations that are here tonight, not to give up on that part of the world and not to give up on foreign news coverage, which is so vital to America and to the world. Thank you.